Okay, let's talk about John. John is a guy who doesn't have any friends. His family doesn't want to have anything to do with him any longer. And he's at work. At work, he was reprimanded for his bad attitude, behavior. He's really good at his job, and he makes the company millions of dollars. He's in medical billing, and he does know how to fight the insurance companies to get them to pay the medical bills of, the patients and everything, the people who have their insurance, and he knows how to work it. And he was reprimanded because they did some quality control or whatever, and they found that he was being rude to some of the insurance agents. So not only that, he had a woman that sat in his little cubicle area, his little cubeville area, and he was kind of rude to her. He was called into HR and told that if he ever does, speaks down to her again, then he will be fired, no matter how good of a job he does. So now he's worked there for years, and he had a bad attitude, and after that he stopped. He didn't want to lose his job. It's hard to get jobs for him, and so he started behaving. But John has a thing about him. He likes to take his problems out on other people. Of course, he sees nothing wrong with his behavior, but he likes to take it out on other people. He uses projection, but he's not all that aware of what he does. He thinks they deserve it. They're at fault. It's all their fault. And so he can't. His friends have left him. His family wants nothing to do with him. Hardly ever at all. And he can't do it at work. He goes to a bar or a club or something, and the local ones, they won't let him in there anymore because he get drunk and have an attitude problem. He doesn't drink, he's not an alcoholic, but he gets drunk and has an attitude. So, so one day he decided to get himself a computer. Yeah, a computer, and get on the internet. And my goodness, he was so happy that he did, because he found all kinds of people that he could pick on, all kinds of women he could be mean and rude to, because here he was behind the screen. Nobody knew him. No, he wouldn't give his real name. He didn't tell anybody his address or phone number, so he could just take it out on anybody. All of his frustrations, man, to him, he was in heaven. Okay, the more he looked into it, the more he found. Then he found people on YouTube making YouTube videos. Wow, he could actually see many of them. He could actually see, and well, of course, he could hear them, usually. So, wow. So he would pick on certain people around his age. Say, maybe Generation X, baby boomers. It really didn't matter, as long as he could pick on somebody. It gave him that really strong sense of self. He was doing the right thing by telling people how wrong they were and how they needed to make themselves better. Yeah, he knew all that there was to everything, and he wanted to tell them how they were wrong. They were totally wrong. Oh, every day when he got off of work on weekends, he sat there and he watched, videos, YouTube videos, and man, he left lots of comments. Anybody, it didn't matter. He just go searching for any topic, that he felt like that day. And then he ran across people talking about trolls. And he listened to that, and boy, it made him feel good. He wasn't the only one out there who knew what life was all about, and everything was about everything. So, there were other ones like him that were out there doing the good work, making sure they all knew they were wrong. Yeah, so. Okay, now that's how I see a troll. That's what I think of when I think of a troll. I think of some lonely, person that has all these bad, bad behaviors, bad attitudes, bad everything, just abusive right and left, sitting out there just doing that. It doesn't have to be a man doesn't have to be a woman. That's what they do. That's how I see it. What about you? Well, if I leave my comments open, but that's one of the reasons I don't leave my comments open anymore. Sometimes I forget. I'd set it to where they're supposed to, that automatically. For some reason, that doesn't seem to work. I don't know why. All of the comments would be off. I have to go through each video to do that. But anyway, that's how I see it. If you want to subscribe to this channel, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click one of the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you would. And I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.